Hello everyone, Debbie here with Debbie Gets Crafty, and I just wanted to go ahead and say I've been tagged. The wonderful Diamond Painting with Sweet Tea tagged me to answer 25 questions about crafting, and I was so excited. Thank you, Sweet Tea, for tagging me, and I'll be happy to answer these questions. So I thought I'd work on finishing up my stained glass lighthouse, as this is part of an event that I'm participating in. It's called hashtag Beach Life 23, and it's being hosted by Diamond Grandma and Diamond Painting with Sweet Tea. So I figured, why not finish up this painting talking with you about these crafting questions that I was tagged by none other than Miss Sweet Tea herself. So let's go ahead and get started. I do have the questions pulled up here, and so we will get started. Okay, and I'm also going to get started with working on my painting. So I have this section right here that I want to do, the number 4. It's a pretty pink, and we'll get started there. And the first question is going to be, number 1, how many diamond paintings have you completed? So, I believe I am in no way, shape, or form in any, I'm just loading up my pen with some blue tack. I'm in no way, shape, or form anywhere near the amount of diamond paintings completed that most of the folks here have completed. I counted roughly about about 52. That's right, 52. Not 90, but 52. So yeah, I don't have a whole lot of time to devote to diamond painting, so this is something that I do when I have some spare time. And that's over the course, these 52-ish paintings that I remember having over the course of, literally a couple of years. There was a few months that I did not diamond paint at all. So, I didn't do anything then. But yeah, roughly about 50, 52, give or take a few. And so that's how many I have completed. Let's see here. And let's go ahead. There we go. So, moving onward. Let's see. How many DPs are in your stash? Oh, friends. Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I just don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you. Dozens and dozens and dozens. And it's an ever-growing stash. So yeah, I couldn't tell you, to be honest with you. I've got many. And that's why I'm a Libra, and I have a hard time choosing which one I want to do next. So that it makes it difficult, but I love it. I love going through my stash and picking out, pictures to do. But I just don't know how many. Let's see. Next question. Number 3 is, when did you begin diamond painting? Well, I began diamond painting roughly about 2 years ago. And so yeah, it's been about 2 years. And I know, like I said, I've only completed roughly 50-ish diamond paintings, but I did take some time off from diamond painting. I didn't diamond paint for a few months. So, and, I have a full-time job, so I really don't have that much time to devote to diamond painting. But when I do, and I really have been putting forth an effort, really dedicating a little bit more time to diamond painting when I have the chance, because I love it. I love it so much. All right, my friends. So moving on to question number 4 is, if you could only purchase from one diamond painting company for the rest of your life, who would it be and why? That is, well, I'll be honest with you. I don't have one particular company. I am not, I will let you know right now, if you've not found that out already, I am not a premium diamond art canvas connoisseur, meaning I am not the type that fawns over getting, like Diamond Art Club or any of those premium kits. I can't afford it. I am a budget-friendly lady who has, this is just, it's something that I enjoy doing, but I cannot spend, a lot of money on. So I focus mostly on budget-friendly sites like GBFKE or One Day Saving, Fancel. I also love Temu. I love Amazon. So really, I don't have one particular company that I would gravitate to. And again, I'm a Libra, so for me, making up my mind is quite difficult. So moving on to question number 5. When diamond painting, what is your go-to media to consume? That's a great question. I enjoy listening to music, so I may, put on some music to listen to either on YouTube or on Prime Music, even, like Spotify. I also like podcasts. Alan Alda, who played Hawkeye Pierce in MASH, he actually has a podcast that's very interesting. Also, Dax Shepard has a great podcast that I listen to. But there's times where I won't even listen to anything. I don't even have the TV on. I don't have, and I do also watch, I'll put on some YouTube channels, some of my favorite YouTube creators, and I'll have that playing while I'm diamond painting. But sometimes, friends, I don't even have the TV on. I don't have any music on. Sometimes I just sit in the quiet and diamond paint. And just, hearing the plucking of the drills when they're placed on the canvas, it's just, sometimes that can be very therapeutic for me. So, like I said, I have a many different forms of media that I listen to, and sometimes I don't have anything playing. So there's that. Question number 6 is, what's your favorite category to diamond paint? There's pretty much nothing that's off limits to me. I'm not a huge fan of like the sugar skulls, and I'm doing a canvas of dragons, a yin and yang canvas of dragons, that my husband's doing one and I'm doing one, but I'm not really big into dragons either. But pretty much other than that, I love it all. I'm not really that picky. Just yeah, I love it all. If you looked at my stash, you would see that I have a great many different tastes. Now these days I've been really focusing on the stained glass designs I've been getting from Temu. Also, thanks to Sweet Tea. She truly is an influencer because I have really gotten into some of the what I'm calling classic kitty art, and that is with the cats. And I do have a Temu order coming in soon that's got another picture in it that I just had to have, and it's a twist on a classic piece of art. So I'm looking forward to that. But really, I love it all. I love everything from landscapes to, animals and stained glass, flowers, you name it. I love it. So I can't really pinpoint down to one particular genre in diamond painting. Let's see here. Question number 7. What's the artist you have completed the most DPs from? None. 0. Like I said, I am not a devotee of like the more premium diamond painting stores, so I don't have a particular artist that I follow and that I paint, that I work on their paintings. So I really couldn't answer that question. I am just a simple, simple crusty old lady who likes to diamond paint with a very limited budget. But yeah, so I don't have any particular artists that I actually work on their paintings. Question number 8 is, what is your go-to wax to use? Well, actually, friends, I use everything from the pink wax that comes with your kits. I also use glue dots. I also use blue tack. So it really, those are my 3 actually go-to waxes, adhesives that I use. It just depends on how I'm feeling that day. If I feel like using some blue tack, then I use blue tack. I have blue tack in my pen right now. And that actually, if I was to go in order, it would be blue tack, glue dots, and then the wax. But I do use all 3 of those at one time or another. So I don't use putties. I've just, the premium putties and such, they're just a little too expensive for me to use. So, again, budget friendly. So let's go ahead on to question number, let's see here, 9, which is, what do you do with your finished diamond paintings? Well, I have given diamond paintings as gifts. I have hung some in my home, and I also have a portfolio that is just about full of completed diamond paintings. So that's what I do with my completed diamond paintings. And let's go ahead, we're just going to finish that row right there, and then we'll go on to question number 10. Do you like to open your kits right away, or do you prefer to leave them sealed until you're ready to work on them? I open them. That's it. Case closed. End of story. Whenever I get a kit in, I open it because I want to check to see if it's a canvas that I want to do right away, and if it is, then I want to make sure that I can get it flattened out. And I will make sure the beads, the diamonds have the canvas coat on them, and I put them in a separate box. If it's a canvas, like I said, I'll open it just to see if it's a canvas I want to work on right away. If it's not something I'll work on right away, then I'll put it back in the container, usually the plastic bag, because 9 times out of 10, I just get diamond paintings that are wrapped up in the cellophane. So I'll just wrap them back up and put them in my stash that I have, my ever-growing stash. So that's what I do when I get diamond paintings in. Question number 11. What is your current #1 unicorn kit that you don't own but you would like to one day? I have none. There is really nothing out there that that is my, oh my gosh, I have to have it type painting. Again, budget friendly, so I scour the budget friendly sites, and if I see something I like, then I get it. So I just don't follow the more premium sites. You know, I see, you know, other YouTubers out there that follow the sites, and you know, when products drop and such, and that's great. I love to see other people, you know, get really happy when they get their kits and such, and when they order them, when they new kits drop and such that they've been waiting for. But I'm not that type of gal. I'm a budget friendly gal, and if I see a painting on Amazon or Temu that I like, then I put it in my cart and I get it. So there is that. And moving on to question number 12. What is the kit in your stash you are most looking forward to working on? Oh, honey. I mean, I've got several of them. I've got several of them that are in my to-do portfolio that are flattening out as we speak. My stained glass ones I've really been looking forward to, but I have to say, my little classic kitty series, my classic kitty art series, I think that's the one that I'm going to start working on next. I have, like, I believe 3 or 4 that are in my classic kitty art series. That's what I'm calling it. It's not really that called that, but these are just like classic art pieces that have cats in them. So I'm looking forward to doing those. Those are the ones, that and the stained glass, but the kitties, the classic kitties, are the ones that I'm looking forward to the most. I can't wait to show you all these paintings. They are so cute. All right, now number 13. Do you prefer color blocking, confetti, or a mixture of both? I am mostly a color blocking type of gal. I do enjoy my color blocking. Now, not to say that I'm a hater of confetti, because I'm not. I can appreciate confetti. Confetti, in my opinion, helps to add depth to a picture. You know, if you just have straight color blocking, it just makes the picture look kind of flat. But if you have a nice little healthy mixture of confetti in with the color blocking, the confetti really helps to bring out the layers of the painting. So, but I'm not a big fan of a heavily confettied painting. So yeah, I'm a mixture of both, but on the lighter side of the confetti. And we'll go ahead on to question number 14. How do you pick which project to work on next? Oh, friends, sometimes it's something that I've had my mind set on. Sometimes, now I'm not one that participates in many events. Once in a blue moon, I'll participate in an event, and technically, I really don't even participate. If I see an event, I'll just work on a diamond painting. I don't even, register for it or anything. I just work on a diamond painting that coincides with a certain event. But I am participating full on with this hashtag Beach Life 23, because this lighthouse is everything. And so, yeah. But when it comes to picking a canvas, I just look through my stash, and whatever whatever ruffles my skirt at the time. I'm not one, I mean, I do sometimes plan ahead for, what canvas I want to work on, but a lot of times it's just, I'm close to finishing a project and I want to make sure I have another project kitted up. So I'll just sit down with my to-do portfolio and leaf through it. And if I don't find anything in there, I might, take a gander in my stash and see if anything floats my boat there. And then I pick something out from either my stash or my to-do portfolio. That's how I pick my projects. And moving on to question number, let's see here, 15. What is your favorite season or holiday to work on? Listen, I'm a lover of Christmas, not just a fan, of full-on Christmas is my jam. And I enjoy working on Christmas projects. But honestly, friends, I enjoy working on any season. I do have a couple of spring kits that I'll eventually be working on. Autumn, Diamond Grandma's Fall Y'all. That's a great, event to do as well. I love those warm autumny colors. Again, Christmas is my, jam. And during the summertime, this particular event, the hashtag Beach Life 23, hosted by Diamond Grandma and Diamond Painting with Sweet Tea. This was a great project, a great event to participate in as well. So I don't really have a particular season. I guess Christmas might edge everybody else out, but other than that, I love them all. I love all the seasons. I love all the things. Let me just move this over a little bit. My hand is hitting the camera stand. So that, Oh, sorry, friends. Don't mean to. And sorry if you hear some noise in the background. It is 6 a.m. here in the Simpson residence, and that means Bodo gets to eat his breakfast. So he runs around like a little madman. All right, so number 16. Do you work on one kit at a time, or do you have multiple whips? So a whip is a work in progress, and I used to be a one kit at a time kind of gal, but currently I am working on several projects at one time. I have this particular project going on, and this is my biggest project that I have going on at this time. And then I have a couple of projects. I have my tulips. That's a little 20 by 20 that I'm doing that I got from Temu. And I also have my Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs stickers that I'm working on. So I do have a few different projects that I'm working on. And I never thought I would do that. I always thought to myself, I'm just going to open the kit, work on the kit, finish the kit, move on. No. I wanted to work on the stickers. I wanted to work on the tulips, and I still had a current project going on. I said, you know what, forget it. I'm going to just do it. Just do it. So there's that, and we're moving on to question number 17. Do you prefer to work on a neutral, dark, or colorful kit? Friends, I love it all. I love it all. And that's not just because I'm a Libra and I can't make up my mind. It's that I truly do love the neutral pictures, the darker pictures, and the colorful pictures. Look at this lighthouse, friends. This has every color in the rainbow, and I'm sorry that it's upside down. It's at that point. I'm almost finished with it, so I have to flip it upside down to work on the top portion. I usually start from the bottom and work up. But look at this. It's got every color in the rainbow. So this happens to be one of those times where the colorful picture wins. But I do also have canvases that are more neutral and canvases that are a little bit on the darker side of the color, of the color palette. So I work on all three types gladly. So moving on to the next question. That would be number 18. Do you prefer snack size or large size diamond paintings? The biggest I will go typically is a 40 by 40. Maybe a little bit bigger than that, but nothing bigger than, typically a 40 by 40 is my jam. 30 by 40 is my favorite size. I do have a ton of 30 by 30s, and I've got a couple 20 by 20s that I've gotten from Temu, which is amazing. Temu really, they have a big selection of the 30 by 30s and even 20 by 20. So I've been enjoying those as well. And but the 30 by 40 is my favorite size. I may go up to a 40 by 40, maybe even a little larger, but the 30 by 40 is my favorite size. And moving on to question number 19. Do you use tweezers or a pen? I am a pen girl because I'm working on this beautifully colorful diamond painting. I have my colorful acrylic diamond painting pen that I got from Amazon. And so yes, I do not use tweezers. I'm not really that efficient with tweezers, so, and I don't work on squares, so I don't use them. And let's go ahead, and which brings us to question number 20. Squares or rounds? Rounds. Case closed, end of story. I do not like squares. I have worked on a couple of square diamond paintings, do not like them, had bad experiences, and no thank you. I like my rounds. Rounds to me are a little bit more forgiving. So yeah, rounds it is. That was an easy one. Didn't have to waffle on that one at all. Let's see, question number 21. What is your favorite method for placing A-B drills? Great question. Hold one moment, please, because I do have in my little bag of pens, I do have, let's see here. Okay. This is my favorite utensil to place ABs. Let me grab one other utensil that I use. Let's see here. I know I have one in here. No, that's not. There it is. Okay. And which is literally almost the same thing. So it is a wax pencil. Okay. That's all it is a wax pencil. It's almost like a crayon. Or this wax tip pen. I think that I've had most success using these two items. I find that when I use my regular pen with the blue tack or the diamond, or the glue dot or the wax, that it takes the AB coating, the Aurora Borealis coating off of the diamond. So when I use the wax tip pen or the wax pencil, it's a little more gentle on the AB coating. And friends, if you don't have these and you want to use them, use something instead of your pen or tweezers, if you have a box of crayons, grab yourself a white crayon. Honestly, that's all this is just a glorified white crayon. And that's it. You can use a white crayon to pick up your AB drills if you wanted to. But that's what I use to pick up AB drills. And I use these also when I'm doing special canvases, the ones with the rhinestones. I use these as well. So that's that question. I'm having a grand time. Thank you so much, Sweet Tea. I really am having fun doing this. Let's see here. Question number 22. What is your preferred method for sectioning off a canvas? I have no method. There is no method to my madness. Yes, I may section off a canvas. Typically, I don't. What I do is I will put it on my light pad. I usually start from the bottom corner, and I pick my own little section. Like today I might say, I'm going to work in this corner here up to here, over to here, and then down. That's what I'll do. I'll do that section. Or I may just take and say, okay, today I'm going to work from here to here and all the way over. And I'll get all, whatever color, like say I want to work on this dark blue. I'll get wherever I see that particular number for the dark blue in that particular area, I'll work on that. And then I'll go to like the pink and I'll work on all the pink in that particular area and then just move on from there. I typically don't section off my canvas into sections like with the washi tape and sectioning it and then cutting it. No, I don't usually do that. I really have no rhyme or reason, but I may do my own type of sectioning. So that's what I do. Anywho, let's see here. Do you have any other craft hobbies? Yes, I do. Along with diamond painting, I enjoy adult coloring. I even enjoy coloring in kids' coloring books. I have colored pencils, I have markers, I have crayons, I have it all. So, and aside from that, I also like to crochet. I like to do cross stitch. I like to knit. Let's see here. I paint with acrylic paints. Years ago, when my husband and I lived in New York, we were born and raised in New York State. And so in the area that we lived in, they had these flea markets, swap meets, whatever you'd like to call them. And there was you could always find these places at the flea markets that sold these plaster of Paris statues, figures, whatever you'd like to call them. And I would take acrylic paints that I would get from the hobby store, and I would paint these plaster of Paris because they came white, and then you would paint them in and seal them, and they were really pretty. I actually had several that I made for gifts for family members, and I had some around my house, and I used to paint those as well. So that's a craft that I liked to do. Looks like I'm done with that particular color. And let's see, what else? I did do jewelry making for a short time, but then my husband got into jewelry making and he really took off with it, so I just let him make all my jewelry. And that's about it. I mean, I like to cook. I don't know if that's a hobby, or I guess it is. I enjoy cooking. So, yeah, those are my hobbies. I don't crochet and knit too much. As much as I want. And when I say crochet and knit, I am a very simple kind of gal. I literally, not too long ago, taught myself how to make a granny square. This is how limited I am on my crocheting. I would used to go just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and make, just a big blanket of the back and forth. That's it. I just, over the past few years, taught myself how to do a granny square by watching a YouTube video. And then I started making granny square little lap blankets. So that's how limited I am. And as far as knitting goes, again, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I do not have any types of, patterns that I follow or anything like that. No, 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 no. So yeah, I'm limited in my skills. Let's see. Number 24 is, who do you tag in this video? Great question. There are a couple of channels that I would really love for you all to follow, and I hope that they accept this challenge. One is Amanda's Crafty Corner, and I will link their information below. And the other is Diamond Art Joy. I would love for you, friends, if you could stop by their channels, subscribe to their channels. Let's show them some YouTube love, and let's get them some viewers and some subscribers on their channels, and let's support them in their crafting journey and their journey on YouTube to share content with you all as well. And I hope they take me up on this challenge, on this tag, because I would love to hear about their crafting journey as well. I've been really enjoying listening to others that have been tagged and their preferences and crafting journeys. It's really been a lot of fun. So I hope these ladies accept this little challenge. If they didn't want to, that's perfectly all right. But I wanted to choose a couple of channels that are blossoming. They're growing, and if we can help them grow by subscribing to their channel, that's all the better. So before I go on to the last question, I'm going to go ahead and fix this little thing right here. There we go. And go on to my next color, which is the letter I. There we go. And the last question is a bonus question. If you still have it, would you show the very first diamond painting you completed? I do not have it. My very first diamond painting, and this is a bit ambitious actually because I had never diamond painted before, but my very first diamond painting, I got it from Amazon, and it was a giraffe. And it was something that I saw, and I thought of my sister-in-law. She loves giraffes. So that was the very first diamond painting that I bought. That was the very first diamond painting that I completed, and I gave it to her as a gift. I framed it and gave it to her as a gift. She has it proudly displayed in her home, which I am very grateful for. It was my very first time diamond painting. Like I said, typically you would work on something, a craft or something, before you started giving it away as gifts, but it came out really great, and so I wanted to give it to her as a gift, and I did. She loves it. So I don't have it, but it was really cute, and it was a giraffe that had a little ringlet of flowers around her head, so you might have seen something similar to it if you've been on Amazon or one of the budget-friendly sites. But yeah, I don't have it. She has it. But I get to see it when I visit her. And that, my friends, is the 25 questions that I was tagged to do. I am so happy that I did that. And I want to thank again Sweet Tea for tagging me. And it was an honor to be tagged by Miss Sweet Tea. She is one of my sisters, and I love her a great deal. Please, if you've not hopped over to her channel and watched her videos, she is a sweetheart. I just adore her. And we have a lot of similar tastes when it comes to diamond paintings. We're finding out more and more. So it's just been a treat. And so please, stop by her channel. And if you do, say hello from me. And we're going to just call it a day. I'm going to finish this up, and I will do a little completion video as well of this. It's been just a pleasure to work on. It really has come together quite quickly. I only work on this a little time each day, and I just started it on the 1st of August, and today is the 5th of August, and I will be done with it. That's how nice this came out. This picture has been a pleasure to work on, to be honest with you. And the only critique I would have is that the glue is a little on the thin side. I call it a skater glue because if you place a diamond in one spot and you made a mistake, you can easily move it. I mean easily. This is a painting that I will end up having to seal as soon as I'm done with it because the glue is a bit on the thin side, which isn't a deal breaker, but buyer beware. You know, if you don't typically seal your paintings, this might be one, if you do get it from Temu, that you might want to seal immediately once you're done with it because the glue is kind of on the thin side. Other than that, this picture has been an absolute pleasure to work on. It's got the right amount of confetti and color blocking. It has all the colors in the crayon box, which is it's my jam. And it was perfect to do for the hashtag Beach Life 23 event hosted by Diamond Grandma and, of course, Miss Sweet Tea herself. And I want to thank you all so much for stopping by today. If you are a current subscriber, thank you so much for your support. If you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. Please hit that thumbs up, that like button. In this great big crafting pond, I am but a small little crafty fish. And with your help, with your likes, with your comments, with watching my videos and sharing my videos, it does help my channel grow. And I really appreciate that because I love putting out this content and I hope you enjoy watching it. Until I see you all again, please take care of yourselves. Watch out for your friends, your family, your neighbors, and please be the voice for all of those animals as they don't have one. You guys mean so much to me. Thanks for sharing this time with me and allowing me to answer these questions, and I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless. Goodbye now.